Hello, I'm Egle and this is Random Rant. And today or tonight, I'm gonna teach you how to learn to draw an eye. Uh, I don't know how familiar you are with actually drawing eyes, but it's one of the things I like doing the most when I draw. And and yeah, for this I'm gonna use this piece of special paper that is a bit thicker than the normal paper. And I guess the pencils slide really good here, and I'm also gonna use these Prisma Premium color pencils. So basically what you do to draw an eye is pick a color you want to begin with. The eye can be, it can be, we're not talking here about what color it has to be, whether like what you know as the normal eye color, as in green or blue or brown. Sometimes they're amber, but here we're gonna just do like some sort of abstract eye that is not gonna be very realistic to begin with. So yeah, first the thing I would like to do is to draw a kind of curve as obviously the upper part of the eye. As I said, this is not going to be a realistic eye drawing. So we begin with a curve, and I do it with this. I chose turquoise pencil that says True Blue or Bleu Franc, and we do this curve. Then we do the same curve on the lower part, so this seems like a drop, two-sided drop, so to say, because that's the shape of the eye, right? And yeah, we do the curve. Yeah, usually then I go for another upper curve. Here you see the curve. Well, it's not the two curves. It's not exactly like it's like this almond shaped thing. Then you go for the second part, second upper part. That's another curve a bit lower that goes also into both of the extremes, right? And then you give it a little bit of shadow here and there, but that goes afterwards. Sometimes I also do another curve for the lower part, but it's not necessary, but just a little bit to make it even. You know, our eyes don't even necessarily have this thing so marked. So as I said, this is not going to be a realistic drawing of an eye, so okay. Then I'm going to pick another pencil, which is going to be the green, which is grass green. And I'm going to do the round part. I'm going to do the round part in the middle of this almond shaped thing, which is going to be I don't know how it's called in English, this thing, the round one. But anyway, for this I'm using the green pencil. I'm doing a sphere, which is like the center of the eye. Very soft, very nice. The pencils slide really nice on this paper. It's this really nice quality paper and really nice quality pencils too. So I do the sphere, and then I take the black pencil to do another sphere in the sphere that's gonna have like a little part cut out. And this is going to be a silver eye, so it won't be very, very black. And so basically you start like with a sphere in the middle of the sphere that you drew before, but this one, differently from the other one, it's not a completely shaped sphere. It's more like sort of a moon kind of shape. Obviously not full moon shape, but let's leave it to this, yeah. And you just, little by little, adding curved shaped strokes that start making this kind of moon shaped thing in the middle of the sphere. I sometimes start stroking it from other sides, so it kind of gets like more texture, more depth. And yeah, here we go. And we'll leave it like this, more or less. So basically, now I'm just gonna add some blacks with a black pencil. To be honest, I'm not a very good drawer with pencils. It's been years since I've done this, and I'm just really trying my luck here and doing all these things kind of intuitively, because all the times I've done this, I usually done it with paint, not with pencils. And so yeah, we just add a little bit more blacks here, so our eye has a bit of shades and depth, as you can see here now. Maybe it's more visible, yeah. And I keep on adding a little bit of black to the center, darker figure. Now I'm gonna pick a light green pencil, and I'm gonna start filling up this main sphere around the black nucleus in spiral kind of movements. Start to be filling it up. And a very important part is not to enter in this area. We're going to keep this area clean. It's going to be around the black shape, as if it were a closed curve. So I'm going to repeat this various times. And also a tip here is to press at times more, like add more pressure into the drawing process than at other times. What I mean is that basically, if you're doing the spheres, the spirals, excuse me, if you're doing the spiraling here, you press, like when you approach the border of the sphere with the pencil, you press it more here, you add more pressure. And so you keep on repeating this. And keep on repeating. The spiraling goes on and on and on until we change the color. Now I'm going to pick the yellow, canary yellow. I used to have a radio show called Canary Girl Island. I really like the canary yellow. And with the yellow, I'm going to do it just around the lighter part that we keep here, lighter, rather than close to the edge of the sphere. And to give it also a kind of difference in depth. Because towards, like in the outer part of the eye, it has to be darker, so it gives this the sphere effect. Yeah, it becomes more 3D rather than. So I go back to the dark green, and I do the same spiraling all over again, just more closer to, like, more not so tight as previously. Starts seeming like a flower. We're doing it right if it looks like sort of a flower. We can also add a little bit of shape around the edge of the curve. Just not in this upper part, just around where it's visible, not when it goes under the eyelid. Right, and then we're gonna pick some quick kind of contrasting color out of these. I'd say maybe some orange or red. There's a really nice red here. Crimson red. Yeah, one of my favorite colors too. Oh, it's been so nice since I last drew. This is so nice coming back to this. And the spiraling is repeated. It's just like to give a little bit of contrast in the eye so it looks really shiny and yeah, we keep on repeating this more towards the edge, not so much close to the center, so to give the spheric feeling. And I'm gonna add some strokes also to the eyelid because this is a really beautiful color. I just like to use more of it. Also, now that we're using the red, we could go to the corners of the eyes and draw these little things like they're called the crying glands. I'm not sure if they're in both sides of the eye, but at least they're closer to the nose, right? When I draw eyes, which I again repeat, it's not a realistic eye, so just this kind of eye I like drawing. I always do it in both sides for some reason. So you just do a little stroking, like in and out. If you want, you can do like a really soft vein pattern, artery pattern in the white of the eye, but it's not necessary. It just gives like and what do we have left? We go back to the black pencil and we do the last touch, which is gonna be the eyelashes. It's my favorite part. So you see we've got the eye, and so you start from the right side towards the left side and do like these big strokes. At the beginning you press a little bit more, and towards the end you just release your hand and it becomes just like, but you just intuitively know when to release it. So it's like, and you keep repeating it, and it doesn't matter if it looks more or less like this, and it doesn't matter if the length of the eyelashes are different. And remember that when you're approaching, when you're approaching towards the center, imagine that this part of the eye is more like as a sphere, it goes more towards you. So to give that effect, to keep that spheric effect of the eye, that it's not plain. Try to change a little bit the position of the eyelashes. If we began like here at the beginning, it was going to this side, so now it's going to be more like slightly curved to the other side, which will give this effect of the sphericity of the eye, or how to call it. And so we do it till the end, and the same we do with the lower part. This I usually do from the other way around, from the left side to the right side. And these are shorter and more curved. And they're not as many, they're like more separated, not so evident. And so here's your eye. Hope you enjoyed the random rant. Good night.